name's Thomas Small, and I'm here to announce this exciting game we have on our hands. Today, the Boston Bruins are taking on the Detroit Red Wings. Two stars collide today. The tough guy with the scoring touch will battle the defenseman who can handle the puck like a magician, Bob Probert versus Bobby Orr. Who will come out on top? Looks like the players are getting ready for puck drop, so here we go. We're off. The pace of this game is already exhilarating, just like a good game of pond hockey. Back in the day when Bobby Orr was on the Parry Sound Lakes, and Bob Probert was on the lakes of Windsor. You can't get much better than this. There goes Orr as he corrals the puck and moves up the ice. Oh, how fast is he? That small size, everyone was such a critic. Look at that. He uses it to his advantage. He better keep his head up there, because there goes the tough Probert. Man, is that guy tough as nails. Ever since he was a young kid and his dad used to beat him, he's been tough as anything. Probert has just nailed Orr. I don't know if he can get up from that one, especially with his history of knee injuries that have plagued him throughout his career. Looks like a Bruins defenseman is stepping in for Bobby as he's still down with an injury, but Probert takes care of him. All that extra working out in the summer has really made him stronger and a much better fighter. Probert is never one to be afraid to stick up for himself. Ever since his drug problems, many people have been critiquing him, being hard on him, yelling at him. It must be so hard, but Probert is always there for not only other people's backs, but his own too. Since the beginning, Orr has always had somebody watching his back, whether it be his family, teammates, or friends. There's always somebody there for him, and Orr does not take this lightly. Every chance he gets, he takes the time to thank the people who have brought him to where he is now. Okay, the doctor's taken Orr back to the bench, so I guess it's time to get back to the game. What is this? Orr's going out for the next shift. What a warrior. This reminds me of back when his team, the Boston Bruins, lost the Stanley Cup, and then the next year they fought back and got redemption by winning it. That guy never quits. What a trooper. Orr and Probert always mention how hockey is a getaway, how they remember the times on the pond when nothing would be better than playing hockey with your family and friends. You can tell that by the way they're playing tonight, inspired, scoring goals, making hits, making the game exciting for the crowd. Since the beginning, neither of the men, Orr or Probert, the stars of tonight, have been rich. They have taken what they have, whether it be just a stick, a ball, a puck, half of a net. It doesn't matter. The boys have showed dedication and made sure that they become the players that they are today. As I look down at the penalty box, I see Probert sitting there, with fans taunting him, shouting at him, yelling at him, making fun of him. All of this ridicule that Probert has gone through just because of his addiction. But, Probert doesn't just sit there. I turn around, and there he is, flipping the bird to one of the fans. Probert has never really been the best at making decisions, and this is just another example of that. Okay, looks like we have some action on the ice now. Philip Esposito skates up the right wing. He sends a beautiful saucer pass over to Bobby Orr. There we go. Goal! Bobby puts it in the net. Not even a celebration. He points right to Phil Esposito. Bobby is one of the most humble men I ever know. Never celebrating a goal, but making sure that it's his teammates who got him there that get all of the credit. Probert steps back on the ice from the penalty box after that fight and makes an immediate impact with a few crushing body checks. It looks like the life is getting back into the Detroit Red Wings as they score 2 quick goals to regain the lead over the Boston Bruins. Bobby Orr and his family have not known to be very loud people. They are the quiet ones who show leadership through their actions, and that is what Bobby does. On the bench, he sits there, waiting, looking at his teammates, waiting for a change. He takes the change. He skates, hustles all around the ice, making sure that he makes the right plays at the right time, and his teammates watch him, learn from him, and excel. Boston takes a quick 3-2 lead over Detroit. Probert knows he must try to make something happen. He goes out with a head of steam over the boards onto the ice and checks one of the Boston players from behind right into the boards. An automatic ejection from the game, a brutal penalty to take when your team is down by 1 goal. Probert has never had the most discipline, and he obviously doesn't make the best decisions sometimes, as I said before. For example, I look back to his days of partying before big games and getting kicked off of teams because he can't control his drug and alcohol addiction. And that is pretty much the game. Boston scores 2 goals on the 5-minute power play, and it goes on to win the game. Guess who the player of the game is? None other than Bobby Orr, with 2 goals and 2 assists. What a game for Bobby. The game officials go to hand Bobby his Player of the Game award, and Bobby sticks out his hand. says that this does not go to me, but to all of my teammates. Another classy act by Bobby Orr, always putting his teammates before himself, what a true teammate and captain should do. Well, that puts an end to our broadcast here tonight as the Boston Bruins defeat the Detroit Red Wings by a score of 5-2. Bobby Orr with a great game, scoring 2 goals and having 2 assists. What a great game by Bobby. Also, another highlight of the game, Bob Probert takes a 5-minute penalty for checking from behind. I'm going to say that I think a suspension may be pending, so we'll have to look into that soon. But I'd like to thank everyone for listening to this station tonight, and we'll see you on Saturday night when the Boston Bruins and the Detroit Red Wings play again for a rematch. We'll see if Probert can get the better of Orr. Thanks for listening. Good night.